What is going down, DHC? Hope you all are feeling fantastic on this beautiful Friday. Today I will be reviewing this free Steam game called Deceit. Now, if you're new to this channel or series, this was initially a series where I reviewed free PlayStation Store games, but since recently moved to PC gaming, I've been able to explore the massive amount of games available to PC gamers. While searching the free-to-play games list on Steam, I found this interestingly intriguing game called Deceit. Now, Deceit is a horror multiplayer FPS and is said to be a game that tests your instincts at trust and deception. The description for this game on Steam says, you wake up in an unknown surrounding to the sound of the game master's unfamiliar voice, surrounded by 5 others. 30 of your group have been infected with the virus, but who will escape? Now, I've played this game and even streamed it a couple times on my Twitch channel just to figure out how everything's supposed to work. I'll give you guys a brief rundown of how you actually play the game, and then give you the hardware requirements, pros and cons, my thoughts on the game, as well as the answer on whether it's worth the download or not. So getting into it, this is basically a game of infected, but the only problem is that you don't know who's infected. So at the beginning of the match, everyone wakes up as humans in different locations of what usually is a building. You are all set with a pistol and knife, and if you wake up and you aren't infected, it's your job to find out who you think is infected, have your teammates vote to take them out, aka kill them. When the lights go out, it's your job to grab fuses and place them in a generator before the lights come back on. You have to do this several times and advance to the next area several times without dying before you can reach the end and possibly make it out alive. I think also in this game it's recommended that you have a headset or microphone so you can use the in-game voice chat, try and get your fellow teammates to believe you aren't infected even if you are. It just adds to the experience of the game. If at the beginning of the match you wake up and you are infected, your objective would be to drink blood bags which fill up your infected bar, so when the lights go out, you can transform into your infected version and kill your teammates. Wiping all of them out before reaching the end will result in a win. There's obviously so many other details I could get into as far as playing the game, but this is just some general knowledge you'll need if you're new and want to get started. Now, this game is free to play, so any in-game purchases like tokens are optional, and to at least my knowledge it won't give you any advantages in the game. You can buy clothes and skins for both your character and your infected character with credits that you get from the loot booth if you get a duplicate item. The loot booth, if you're wondering, is basically where you cash in tokens that you've earned to get special clothing for your characters. Again, you can buy these, but it's not necessary. Most of everything in the game can be obtained by just playing. You also have a perk tree where as you play you'll earn points equal to your XP gain, which will allow you to have, well, special perks in the game that could be useful to you. There's also a ranked mode you can play when you reach level 10. I currently haven't reached that level yet, so I can't tell you much about it, but I'm sure it's around the same but ranked. Now on to hardware and system requirements to download and play this game. I have this up on the screen for you to view, but minimum requirements include a 64-bit processor or operating system, Windows 7 or above like Windows 10, Intel Core i3 or AMD Ryzen 3 processor or above, 4GB of RAM or more, an NVIDIA GeForce GTX 650 Ti or AMD Radeon HD 7850 graphics card or above, DirectX version 11 or above, Wi-Fi connection, and at least 10GB of available storage. So if you at least fall under the category of minimum requirements, you should be able to play the game just fine. Feels well optimized. I haven't had any major problems at all. At least for me and my specs, the game holds up and is stable. On to the pros and cons of this game. A big con I would like to point out, this might not be that big, is that sometimes in the middle of a game, everyone will just disconnect and get kicked back to the main menu with no explanation. And at times it can be frustrating due to the fact that you could be having a really good game, like you've nailed your acting skills, you've convinced them that you aren't infected so you can later kill them all, and then boom, back to the main menu. Another con, and this might only affect a few people, but while in game, and especially when the lights go out, there tends to be a lot of light flashing, and if you're sensitive to that, you might want to steer away from this game. To be honest, there aren't many cons, so let's move on to pros. Some pros is that everything is well optimized, like I said earlier. The game is easy to learn and get into if you're new. You can get into matches fairly quickly, but that could depend on your location and possibly your internet connection. I like that it doesn't feel like there's a skill gap between newbies and old timers. But yeah, all in all, it's a great game, which leads me to my final thoughts. I really do enjoy playing this game. It's really fun. If you're into horror, you'll enjoy this a lot, and even if you're not into horror like me, maybe you'll still actually enjoy it. So in conclusion, is this game worth the download? Absolutely yes. If you're able to download and play it on your system, it definitely feels worth it, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you total that like them and subscribe for more videos like this. If you do end up downloading this, comment down below if you like it or not. If you want, make sure you follow me on social media as well as Twitch, because that's where I am when I'm not posting. Links for that are in the description, as well as a quick link to the Deceit game page on Steam if you want to check that out is there as well. All right, I hope I see you all later, and until my next video, may the shine be with you. Bye.